Yo, what is going on, everyone? It's your boy Pup. We are back for week 3 of the BBR-D League. If you guys haven't checked out my weeks 1 and 2 matches, go do so before I spoil it here. But we are sitting at a nice 2-0 after a pair of 4-0 wins against Bope and Hunky last week. I'm hoping to continue it, but we have a really tough matchup against Crep. You guys should know her. Played her a lot in the GWA and in a couple of other leagues. She's a great battler. I do have a very good record against her, so we'll see if that holds to be true this week. But if you guys didn't check out the team builder I posted yesterday, goes over her team in depth and my team. But the matchup is on screen here, and you guys will be able to see the sets as we see our Pokemon in battle. Let's get right into it.
What's going on, everyone? We are here for week 3 of the BBR-D League against Crepuscle. Make sure you guys go check them out in the description. We see Wheezing Umbreon. Okay, the Zoroark is there, which is scary. Dawn fan. Not what I expected 100%. And they do have Terra Flying on their Salamence, which is the scariest Terra type. Our designated lead is going to be Sneasler every time here. It's fine no matter what we see, really. Except for the Salamence. And if we see Salamence, we probably just go hard Moltres. And that is the worst case scenario for us. Just in case they're like choice scarfed. So that would be pretty bad. They also could lead Zoroark, but we don't get one shot by anything from that. What I'm hoping happens here is that they go like, I don't know what they want to lead with, but they go hard Wheezing to try to punish me. Will you turn out into Regidrago and we get a nice Dragon Energy off? That would be the best case scenario here and what we've kind of planned for. But yeah, hope that this goes well. I am sick right now, so I'm not doing the best. So hopefully that doesn't go into my playing ability at all, but you know, it could. It definitely could, and I know Crep is a great player. She's won too many leagues, just been a nuisance in all of them for me. But I do think we have a pretty good record, so you know, hopefully that'll pay off here. But good luck, have fun to our opponents. Really worried about this one. All right. Now, as a lead, I could see them wanting to do like Dawn Fan or something like that to set up hazards, because my team really doesn't like that. It's going to be the Iron Crown. So technically this is really bad too, in case they... Okay, they're booster. So are they booster speed? Yes, they are. Okay. So this is definitely scary. Booster speed and like any psychic move destroys me. Obviously, right off the bat. But we do have Moltres that should be able to do decent against this. And we also have Iron Moth, but we can't go hard out to it just yet. So we're going to go out to Moltres to start this one off. Just go hard out to it. We could have been Scarfed, but we wouldn't do that if we are, so they know that now. And they're just going to Tachyon. Okay. And Tachyon, how much is that doing? Just over 100. To my Moltres, and that would not have knocked me out, so you know, it looks like they're just max attack though. And against Moltres, I mean, the best thing they can probably do is just Volt Switch, but they don't have a really good switch into Fiery Wrath. I mean, we can plot past them if they want to Calm Mind, so I'm just gonna click Fiery Wrath here. If they want to go Umbreon, that's okay. We have options. Potentially going hard Iron Moth on a like Toxic, and then we can get our Terra up, as they're just gonna Calm Mind up. Okay. I mean, that is incredibly scary. Should be able to live a Tachyon Cutter from this range though. So we're gonna do a good amount. This is an annoying lead. I think what we do here is we just rest no matter what. Even at +2, they won't be able to knock me out. And best case scenario for us is that they hit us. So I'm going to rest. Hopefully I'm not throwing. But no matter what, we're okay. They can't have Psychic Move, Tachyon, Focus Blast, and Calm Mind, and Volt Switch, and whatever. I'm assuming they probably want to lead off Volt Switch on this lead. Maybe. I don't know. Really have to snuff out the set to see if we can actually take them on with my... with whatever it's called. Man, I can't even... Oh, they're just gonna hard swap. That's fine. We're gonna get back up to full. We go out to Half Moon. Is this the Mence? No, okay, it is Umbreon. Yeah, we're just gonna rest up here. That's totally fine. We're gonna get Resto Chesto. They can easily baton pass this turn, I think. But I love that we broke their booster. I think the play is to always just go out to Moth here, and we can throw off Toxic for free versus them. So we're gonna go hard Moth. They're gonna see we're not booster. If they Calm Mind, that's actually great for us. Unless they're like Calm Mind Roar, Wish. I don't think they would be anything like that. I feel like they're just gonna be like fully Spadef. Especially based on the way they just brought it in. Especially because they could have done a lot of damage to me with Tachyon there. And we would not have knocked them out. So now, I mean, they know that we're not like a sweeping set though. But we are still really annoying for their team to deal with. And being at full HP, we can still deal with Salamence if it's Choice Scarfed in the back. Which is what I think it will be, but it could be Dragon Dance for sure. Foul Play to me would do about a quarter, just a little bit over, I think. So we'll see what they go for. So they double, okay. The double is totally fine. I have to Cloud Haze. Okay, it is gonna be the Wheezing. That's interesting. I mean, Fiery Dance does a ton of damage to this Pokemon here. And they don't have the Milotic, so they don't have a great switch in. And part of me doesn't want to Terra here, because then they can Will-O-Wisp me, and it's a little bit annoying then. But I don't think it's that big of a deal. I mean, to be honest, this thing cannot touch me before I Terra. So I think I will just throw off a Fiery Dance without tearing. They are obviously forced to swap. We'll see what it ends up being. Half Moon the Umbreon, okay. Yeah, that's totally fine. We're gonna get a good chunk off here. We have like no Spatak investment, but that's okay. And we do get the boost. It's what you love to see. And we are just gonna go for Toxic on this Pokemon. I think we do end up tearing this turn since they're in. Do we? Terra makes us better into the crown, like definitely, so I think we have to. We're gonna Toxic. We'll just throw that off, be annoying for them. So we'll get this off now. I don't really know what they want to do. Got no clue. We'll see though. We'll see. We're just gonna get that Toxic off. That is great, unless they have some way to get rid of that with like a rest potentially. Yep, no Synchronize, and they're gonna Roar. Okay, Roar Umbreon makes a lot of sense in this game. What are they gonna send us out to though? Moltres. Okay, that's not the end of the world. Honestly, we could just go straight back into Moth. We could also Air Slash. I don't think they want a Toxic here. They could end up pulling a double. Now, I could go Sneasler, which would give them an opportunity to go Wheezing afterwards. But then we can go Regidrago. Bad voice crack. I'm sick, man. But Sneasler probably takes a ton from Foul Play, even with the resistance. It does take a lot. It takes 40%. But it might be our best option to go out to it and hopefully start breaking with Reggie. I'll do it. If they want to pull another double or something, I'll, take it. It's not the worst thing in the world. But yeah, they're just going to Wish. That's great. And we are just going to click U-turn. This Mon is, Toxic, so it's always on a timer. The Wish is totally fine. They probably just pass it into Wheezing. We're Protective Pads because that thing has to be Helmet, basically, in this game to deal with me. I think they just go Wheezing here. Yep, Cloud Haze. And we're just going to get a free Dragon Energy off with Regidrago. And I think we should just pick up a knockout, basically. I think we're just going to be able to claim one. This was the whole plan. It was to U-turn on that Weezing. Go Regidrago. Choice Scarf modest. I mean, I just destroy this Pokemon. I don't care if you're at full. Like, you don't have a switch in on your team. You didn't bring the Alcremie. Yeah. Regidrago Energy. I was thinking, what if this is Scarf Zoroark? But we just U-turned them, so we would have known. It would have broken. I just had a little brain fart. But Dragon Energy definitely just picks one. I don't care what they want to do here. They're going to withdraw, so they don't want to lose that Pokemon. I mean, yeah, if they do, it's really tough against Sneasler. And Umbreon comes in. I don't care if you're Max Spadef, this thing gets 2-shot. That is a ton of damage, man. Wow. It does make me a little bit scared about Ment coming in afterwards, though. So when Salamence comes in after, we do have the Ogerpon to always deal with it. So we're just going to Dragon Energy. If they want to protect, take away one of mine, then that's okay. But this Mon is gone. We don't have to deal with it. Or they could choose to sack something else. Obviously, they have Sturdy on the Donphan in the back, so it's not like we're sweeping or anything. But yeah, they're just going to let Regidrago claim one. Good start for us, breaking down their defensive core very, very early. It's exactly what I was trying to force them to do with going Sneasler there. So even taking 40% on my Sneasler would have been a good trade-off for that, but we don't take anything. And we are just solely on top. But Ment's here is very scary. A Lionheart. Okay. This is the Iron Crown. We know that they're like booster with Calm Mind sort of stuff. Dragon Energy does 45 to 54, which is not a knockout, but we outspeed them. And even if they Tachyon me from 50%, after they do 50%, we're just taking another KO. I'm going for it. We're just breaking. Regidrago almost cleanly takes that Pokemon out. And they are going to Tachyon. Yeah, it looks like we got like a very max roll there. But we're at 285. Let me calc this. Dragon Energy does a minimum of 25. I mean, that's just a second knockout for Regidrago here. This Mon is a huge threat. And depending on what they go out to after that, I mean, I feel fine. If they go Mence, I probably just sack this Pokemon to it. And then I can freely go Ogerpon. I feel great. Yeah, they're just going to let us knock them out. Salamence, if they do Terra, they do live. But it doesn't matter at that point. At that point, I mean, they could dual Wing Beat through my Ogerpon. So maybe I'll check that. Salamence, if, say potentially they're +2, flying dual Wing Beat. It would knock out my Ogerpon. They actually most likely knock out my Ogerpon from +1 with Terra Flying if they're dual Wing Beat. So that is where it gets scary. I guess if they go Mens here, I could just switch. But it also relies on them. They have to either A, be Scarfed, which in that scenario, I'm pretty sure Moltres just eats. And obviously, my Moth would eat because we're Terra Steel. But they're just going to go Donphan. Okay. What are we at? We're at 285. Versus Donphan, we're doing enough. Ice Spinner and Earthquake are both a roll. Earthquake is like a 50-50. We'll just hit it. They're gonna Shard. Okay. We eat. We get a big chunk still, like 40%. Oh no. That did nothing. It did 30. Yeah, that's about right. What do we go here? I think it probably just makes sense to beat the Tusk. We'll go out to it. Sorry about that. Okay, we just go hard Tusk on the rock, that's fine. We can always spin for free. If they bring out Wheezing, then we just taunt it, I think. So we'll spin. I think every time Regidrago comes out, it gets a knockout with Draco Meteor now. Red Scar. It is the Salamence. They're Moxie, okay. Okay, they're not the Salamence. This is the Zoroark. Zoroark. If they are choice specs, Hyper Voice does not knock me out because we are max HP. And knockoff is super free. So I think that's fine. I'm not sure if this thing is Grass Knot, but we're Rindo Berry anyways. Yeah, they do get Grass Knot, but we always live with Rindo. Actually, I didn't check if they get Grass Knot, but we live it. Because they're just going to Hyper Voice. Is this Specs? No. They're not even, they're not Sash either. So that Mon just goes down. That's great for me. We are very, very weak to this Ment now, though. As they were Scarf. Okay. So that's their Scarf are gone. Now they're going out to the real Red Scar. Okay, this is what I'm worried about. This is what I could lose the game to on the spot. When they click Dragon Dance here. If they click Dragon Dance here, I think Ogerpon might just be the best option. No. It's Moth. Or Mirror Herb. It's Moth. Moth is the best option. We're going Moth. This is a very, very bold play here, but we're going for it. As they should Terraflying here. Just in case we had Ice Spinner, which we don't. But Sludge Wave can do 50% to this Pokemon. Like, they're just gonna Terra Blast, okay. Well, that's great for us still. Okay, we get a little bit of an audio glitch there, but we did, you know, it did just about 50. Maybe a little under that. It's kind of hard to tell what they are. I think our best play is to just Sludge Wave. No matter what. Get damage on this Pokemon. We'll get to see if they're Scarf or not. If they outrun me, then they're Scarf. They're not. Okay, great. Do we see Dragon Dance here? Yes! Yes, we get the Mirror Herb tech. Let's go. Mirror Herb goes wild. Mirror Herb. Oh, boy. Oh, let's go. Okay. That is insane. I mean, they're switching. It's Wheezing or Donphan. We just Sludge Wave. Yeah, we just Sludge Wave here. The Mirror Herb tech goes insane. Incredible tech. And that's why we went hard Moth on the Dragon Dance. This is insane tech. I can't wait to watch her side of the battle and see her reaction to that. Because I know she's won for the tech. Man. And we're in a great spot. We're up 6-3 right now, and Iron Moth is just in an incredible spot. My attack stat is outrageous. Not really. But yeah, we're +1/+1, they're +1/+1. We're outspeeding them. They are guaranteed O-code from here because we did 55%. We got the max roll, which means this is always knocking them out. It was a 70% chance to 2-hit KO. I guess this is with HP, and they're gonna sack it. Yes! Let's go, man. Let's go. And, I mean, what are they gonna do now? What do they do? I think Moltres just wins the game. We could get a 6-0 here. If they go Dawn Fan. They do go Dawn Fan. Fire Dance does not do enough at all. We could also go Ogre here, which is solid. The rocks are up, so Moltres isn't like amazing, but it's still good. What about if we go out to Ogre Pond? EQ is a 2-hit KO, so that's a little bit scary. Maybe we just sack. I don't need to get a 6-0 here. We beat the Wheezing, right? I mean, yeah, we just Regidrago. They Earthquake here for sure, though. Which makes me want to go out to Moltres here. Whatever, we're gonna do it. I should be totally fine to win this game. The game should be over now that Mence is gone. I think we'll be okay. Yeah, they just EQ. We do outrun them. I could Nasty Plot here. If we're at +2, I'm just curious. A Fire Wrath should be able to just win at that point. So I'm going to plot, as they're going to just Shard. Does 88. Yeah, we're +1 here. Now I think Fire Wrath just sweeps them. I think we're pulling it off. Yeah. Man, the Mirror Herb saved me, because I could have easily lost that game to Mence. It was still a very, very close one. We get the Berserk. Now we're +3. We super knocked this Pokemon out. And the Wheezing, I mean, what are they supposed to do versus me? We outrun them. Fire Wrath almost knocks him out from full. It's an 81% chance to knock him out from full. It's not like they can knock me out, though, I don't think. We're going to see Cloud Haze come out. Yeah, it doesn't look like they can knock me out. We're going to Fire Wrath. And that should close a 6-0 win for us, unless they, like, crit poison me. I think we're fine here. Moltres coming in clutch. Nice. Good game, 2 Crepuskull. Make sure you go check them out in the description. We are in first place right now. Through 3 weeks. We're in a great spot. So great game, Crep. Make sure you check them out, like, and subscribe. And yeah, let's get ready for a championship. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.